We're going to do a little bit of Ultra League Copycat, starting with this team that we just happen to have in our back pocket to start the season. So Ultra League Copycat, if we lose to a team, we will pick up that team and run with it. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Wheezing and Poliwrath. This is okay for us. They are on Bubble. This is the Bubble Wrath that I thought I had seen yesterday, but this time they're actually on Bubble. What's funny about Bubble Poliwrath is that normally I'm pretty stoked about the fact that I probably resist all of their moves, but I don't actually resist all of Bubble Wrath's moves, right? Because I'm sure it's on Bubble, Icy Wind, Scald. So my guess is I don't resist any of its moves. But this looks like a sack play for them because they're just not, they're not sticking around. Okay. And then we're probably going to pivot here to something else. Okay. Well, I regret some decisions I've just made. No. I regret some decisions I just made. Most notably, I let them get an awful lot of energy here. Because I couldn't afford to switch, and because I threw that overheat. Because I threw that overheat, we didn't do a lot of damage there. We weren't going to do a lot of damage anyway, but this is definitely a matchup that they can flip if in the scenario that we're in right now, especially because they can now torch song me and it's going to be lethal, right? Now, this isn't a good catch because I still might just lose this game. But I think we had to make some kind of play. It's a good undercharge for them. Oh, I guess I do have a... you know what? I kind of forgot. I have Stone Edge on this thing. I forgot that we're not on the close combat variant. So I actually do have an answer. Yeah, okay. I'm a little rusty. The problem here... Okay, good. We are going to see their third Pokemon. I was worried we weren't going to see their third Pokemon, and we can't Copycat if we don't see the third Pokemon, so. Okay. But obviously that got out of hand. All right, Venusaur. We were going to lose anyway. I was going to lose that anyway, y'all. There was very little chance for us to win that game. Can I actually delete these teams, or is this bug still here? This bug is still here. If I delete the teams, they just end up being the same team, I think. There we go. Okay. So that was Poliwrath. A very strange Poliwrath, but I'm going to just run the counter one. It was Skeledirge. And it was Venusaur. Okay. Let's see if this is any better. We do have all these Pokemon ready to go, so. How's it going, Belle? All right, let's see if this is any better. Poliwrath and Skuntank. That's, it's okay. We don't exactly have great Skuntank matchups across the board here. There's a real chance that this doesn't have anything to throw at us, though. Come on. All right, I forgot that Skuntank now has Trailblaze like everything else. God damn it. I'm thinking old Skunk Tank. Upside is that I can always scald, and most people are not expecting you to just haul off and scald them, so we're okay there. Okay, perfect. Granbull. I have multiple Pokemon that can handle Granbull. We're gonna go with this one. And I have multiple Pokemon that can handle this too, so I think we're gonna be okay. Night Slash, yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Sourum, the reason we're not talking about hockey stuff is that there's, for whatever reason, multiple day breaks between Stanley Cup Finals games, and it's kind of driving me nuts. It's kind of driving me nuts. All right, yeah, I think we've got this game. I do not think our opponent is going to be able to overcome the terrible matchups that are here. Uh-huh. Normally I wouldn't bother with this given that my opponent has 2 shields, but I like getting the attack buff there. Or my opponent only had 1 shield, but still. My point stands. GG's. All right, hey. We're on the right track. Saw both base and acid dilly today. Seemed either reasonable. Yeah, I think it probably is. Karch, is Bullet Seed a little bit faster? Bullet Seed's like the faster energy generating one, right? I feel like Cordilli is kind of slow now, but acid does a lot of damage, so that's kind of nice. Hey, it's Fergulator. But I kind of okay, we're still gonna switch because obviously we want to be able to go back to either that matchup, and we have a really good Registeel counter. And I mean, they could be just baiting out a trying to bait out a fire type here, but I imagine they're not shielding. Oh, they're shielding. Okay, well. Perfect. Trying to maximize my energy gains while not having to use another shield sounds awesome. Okay, so they got no value out of that shield they used. It's great. And we're going to try and Shadow Ball them. Okay. I don't think they would have shielded a Torch Song. Obviously, I would have preferred to throw it, but then they might have just farmed me. So I think this math works out totally fine for us. Gonna say it's in Moltres, but yeah. I can think of several places where I think I'd rather have the spamminess of Rock Tomb over like the acid damage. There's a lot of places, and in one specific instance with this team, we're looking at a lot of what's it called? I'm looking at a lot of places where yeah, where basically I've got like, I want to beat fire types with Cordilli, and Skeledirge is one I really want to beat. So obviously we can afford to take one, and then we'll kill this. I still got 2 shields. Fergulator is not going to be able to deal with any of this. So, but yeah, I don't know. I might go back to Bullet Seed. I might go back to Bullet Seed when we go back to that, when we do go back to that team. Fine, I'll give you a shield. Oh, they've got Ice Beam, you say. I don't need to. Just Vine Whip. It's fine. I'm not going through another charge move animation. That's unnecessary. GG's. Okay. So far, so good. So far, so good. It's Ultra League and we're leading Poliwrath. What year is it, chat? That's one for the old timers. That's one for the old timers. Primeape. Okay. Sure. I don't necessarily know that we're favored here anymore. I would have definitely said we're favored in the days of of old what's it called? Of old matchup with old counter, but in the contemporary days, I don't know that that's the case. Oh, okay, well, dead anyway. I will take a 0 shield loss. This isn't working great for me, but I do think getting to Icy Wind them at least once feels pretty okay. And then we'll Venusaur it, I guess. Okay. Shadow Magnezone. We think Shadow Magnezone, it's gonna shield, right? Especially now with all the energy. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was a mistake, opponent. I don't think that was the right choice. Your 4-turn move into my 5-turn move. You can't go underneath me. GG's. All right, well, the game might have gotten interesting, but I think our opponent maybe had an input issue or misunderstood the way that some of these things work. It's possible they thought they CMP'd, but they didn't. Okay, there's the Moltres. I mean, this isn't a great matchup for us, but maybe it's one of the better matchups we've got here. God, that feels really bad, but like... we can probably tank a fly once we get an Icy Wind on. And we... okay, they're gonna switch. Here's the problem, though. I don't have a different... I really don't have a different Alolan Mutt counter, so... acid spray? Acid spray me. Acid spray me. Yep, okay. And I can survive the dark move, and I'm taking woefully little damage from... yeah, from the poison move. So I'm pretty happy to just let that be. Yeah. And if they're going to do this, I really just want... come on. Oh, ho, ho. Bummer. I really wanted, what's it called? To get the move there, but this seems okay. And then it's just probably a race here now to see. It's possible I should be saving my shield, but... okay. If I can come out of this with some energy and actually get to a actually get to a charge move, I'll feel pretty good. But I think it's going to require 2 charge moves to kill this thing. Right. And I could have killed it, but I don't think I would get to a 3rd. So I think it makes more sense here to try and maybe do this. Nope. Well, this is still Poison Fang. This might not kill me. Oh no, Poison Fang's more damage now though, isn't it? So this probably, oh no, okay, we're dead. Yeah, GG's. I think there's probably a sequence there for us to win. I might have needed to throw a move with my Poliwrath, like an Icy Wind, before switching into Venusaur. If I had Icy Winded and then killed them, I might have been able to actually make that work. But that's all right. I will take my wins. I can actually copycat that team now too, because I did catch for myself a Moltres that I'm pretty happy with for Ultra League. So we can actually do that, I think.